We're live. Hello, everyone.
Yay!
Welcome. Hi, Barbara.
Hello, Amy. You're shining today. We're super bright here.
Thank you. I am
Yes.
shining bright like a diamond.
Good. Well, then it's very fitting that we're going to talk about bodies and money, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, do you allow your body to shine bright and actually make you money? Or do you try to let
Yes,
your body suppress it, depress it, and kill your receiving?
exactly. How does that happen though? How would you kill your receiving?
Well, so sorry, I was also like just trying to get this up to share it. But like look at the energy of like when you know the days in your life where you're like you're feeling good, you put on a nice outfit, you put on a little bit of makeup or you put on your nice jewelry and like you go out in the world and you're like being you and you're flowing through the world and people stop you and go, oh my god, that dress is beautiful on you, or where'd you get those shoes? It's not really the dress or the shoes, it's what you're being when you wear that. Well, that people as when people direct that energy at you, that's the energy of receiving. And money is all about receiving. So the more you're willing to receive all energies, the more you receive money. And money is a byproduct of what you be in the world. So if you're willing to receive all energies, you can receive more money. Now, if you wake up and you feel shit and you're like, ugh, hate myself, hate my body, everything's crap, my hair's awful, my face, oh my God, look at all my wrinkles, Barbara, my wrinkles. And then, you're going out in the world and you're just judging yourself and you have that energy of don't look at me, I'm horrible, and then probably the clothes you pick would be like almost like dressing yourself down, hiding yourself. Does that actually invite in does that actually allow you to receive more energy, or does that actually block you from receiving energies?
Definitely. In my experience, it blocks it out all the way out. And it's very interesting that you're saying that because I had a friend that I'm trying to, get him into understanding all of these access tools and starting with the light and heavy tool to be able to recognize when the body is talking to you and how is it talking to you. And he can't get it yet, quite yet. But I try to like walk him through whatever feels light is the truth, whatever doesn't is simply a lie. Like that's not what it is. But I find that also, besides this friend, people find it hard to identify what that really means in their bodies. And they start judging themselves, uh, starting from that point, starting there. And then that moves into all the aspects of life, money, work. For example, I was posting earlier that if you feel like you have more months left than money, what is that? Why is that thought even alone telling your body about what the reality you're creating, right? So I figure we could explore that today a little bit.
What
Uh,
did you say? If you find you have more what than money?
More months left than money. So like more month, like more time left in the month and no money to pay for bills for the rest of the month.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of like I think I tried to translate it from a Spanish thing, so it kind of didn't make a lot of sense probably in English, but that's basically what it
funny.
means. Yeah,
For me, in my world, if I had more time left, I'd be like, oh my God, what else can I create?
exactly. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
perspective. I actually this week I've come across a lot of people who are like, I don't know what to do. I need money to pay the bills. And tell me a little bit more about um what can you do to get out of that rut really, or that point of view when you think that you cannot create.
Well, well, first off, okay, let's like backtrack, right? Because we're you and me are like body people and money people, and we're like love money, love bodies. Let's jump right in there. But like, let's backtrack for someone who's brand new to this or whatever, or even if you're not brand new, like ask yourself this question: like, if you didn't have a body, would you require money? No.
Right.
If you
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a body, would you require food? If
No.
you didn't have a body, would you require clothes? If you didn't have a body, would you go on vacation? Would you go stay in a hotel? Would you go, would you need a car? Would you need a house over your head? so it's like our actually money is actually for our bodies. So first off, like acknowledging that, because most of us don't actually acknowledge that money is for our bodies, and in doing that we totally exclude our bodies in the creation of money. We don't consult our bodies, we don't include our bodies, we don't ask our bodies to like create with us. Most of us boss our bodies, tell our bodies what to do, what to wear, what to eat, what not to eat, who to have sex with, who not to have sex with, who we can receive from, who we can't receive from. And we dominate our bodies rather than create with our bodies. And it's a whole different conversation to really start coming out of that, like trying to control, dominate your body, and actually start to create with it. And that's what creation is like with your body, is actually asking your body, like, so say you are running out of money, you're out of money, it's the middle of the month, you still have your rent to pay, you still have whatever to pay, and also now you can't even afford to go get a massage or take the class. Maybe you wanted to take a class that was going to expand your life, or maybe you wanted to go on a little breakaway or whatever, and you're in the middle of the month and you've no money. Well, you have a choice. You can go to freak out, you can go to judgment, you can go to the trauma and drama, or you can start asking questions. Like, body, what do you know here? So it's like, for me, it's like, actually, if it's not light, it's not me. So if I'm going to choose something, like, say, like, and I always say this, I never have the money before I choose. And like, say, even if it's like, you're going to book yourself a session for your body, or you want a massage, or you want to go to this class, I ask my body, like, show me the way, like, what are the ways we can receive having this with total ease? Not even what are the ways we can have the money, because a lot of times we'll try to figure out how to get the money then, and we'll try to figure out that with our minds. But when I include my body, and when it's for my body always contributes to me. Like, it always comes through, but my head always tries to stop me. My head is always telling me lies. It's always telling me, no, that's too much, Amy. You can't go to that class, Amy. You can't book that session. No, you don't have enough money in the bank account. No, you won't be able to pay it for everything this month. All of that, you got to look at that and say, like, okay, when that stuff comes up, is it light or is it heavy? And everything that's heavy is a lie. And my mind isn't my mind. First of all, it's an invention. So you're tapped into like everyone else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions that don't even belong to you. So how much, when you go to choose something that will create greater for you, whether it's, stepping up in the world, starting a new business, putting a new creation out there, whatever it is, or treating your body, taking care of it, nurturing it, how much does your mind try to stop you? How much does the heaviness of the thoughts come in? And so what I've learned over time is to actually ignore that. Like, really just ignore it. Be like, okay, whatever, I'm choosing it anyway. And I don't know if I really answered the whole, like, creation thing, but that's where what I do with that then is, rather than go into freak out of, I don't have the money and now I must cut back and now I can't do everything I want to do and I must, scrape the bottom of the barrel just to be able to pay rent or pay the mortgage this month. I actually look at, okay, body, what can we add to our life? Like, what can we create that would be fun? Not what can we create so we can just get enough money to get by? Because most people are in survival mode. What if you could come out of survival and start to go into thrival? Because money is a byproduct of what you create in the world.
It follows joy. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're creating from like need of, I need to just work really hard to pay the bills and pay the rent, there isn't a lot of joy in that, right? And so you're constantly just getting money, spending it, getting it, spending it, getting it, spending it, and none of it's about thrival. Totally. Whereas you start to look at, okay, what is fun for me? What is joy? What is light for me? And what if I added that to my life? Would that actually make me more money?
Yeah, and I think people really need to be honest with themselves to identify where they're coming from. Like, what is that emotion that they're holding that is really being a distractor for them to create greater? So I think it has to be a very honest, brutally honest conversation with yourself to identify those things that are, first accept that they are distractions for you being the great being that you are and choosing greater for yourself.
Yeah, and it's interesting, like, so, you're talking about a distractor, like, what are the three things you can never argue with? The three things that you use to stop you from choosing you, choosing greater: money, relationship, time, and sickness. So money, you'll always use that as an excuse not to choose. Then if it's not money, you'll say, I don't have the time. It's another excuse not to choose what you say you'd like to choose. And then family or relationship, you'll use that as a reason to not choose what you say you'd like to choose. And sickness, you can't argue with any of them. They're such solid things. You're like, okay, and I watched it myself. I used to use money as a reason not to choose. Then I got over my money problems, and then I used my relationship as a reason not to choose. So what are you using as your reason and justification to stop you from choosing what you say you'd like to choose?
Yeah, because it's kind of like a loop, right? Like like if you don't choose for you, you stay in this like go around and around, miserable, stupid, stuck, terrible, and really just diminishing, loophole there, never going out of it, just because you're thinking that you're choosing what you're supposed to be choosing, not what's greater for you. That's how I see
and one of the things Gary Douglas, who's the founder of Access, suggests, and I actually did this ever before I found the tools of Access, where I actually learned this in AA, which AA kind of like taught you how to like have a practice like every day, and like a morning practice for you, where you get up in the morning and you just have that time with yourself, and you read like something inspirational or you journal or whatever. So I always had that in me. In a way, I kind of built up a good self-care practice during that time, and still I would try to like not do it as well, but one of the things Gary was saying, like, do an hour a day just for you and a day a week just for you. And so I would do the hour a day just for me. But I found like over time, I started getting really busy and I stopped doing the 1 day a week just for me, just to nurture your body. Like go to the beach, like lie in the sun, like, and if you don't have the money, you can still nurture your body. Like go for a bath, put some Epsom salts in your bath with a bit of aromatherapy oil, light some candles, journal, like
going for a walk.
Yeah. And so it's like we use money as an excuse not to take care of ourselves. Like, how many times do you say, oh, I want to do this class? Like, because, we're also looking at these 3-day body classes, and people say, oh, I want to do it, but I don't have the money. But is that really true? Or are you just not choosing it? Because you'll also say, I don't have the time to go for a walk out in nature. Is that really true? Or are you just not choosing it? So I had to really have a look at myself and be like, Amy, you know what? It's not that you're too busy. It's that you're not choosing it. And so I started to recommit again to myself to do the 1 day a week just for me. And I did it like, I think it was last week. And I went and I booked a massage, and I got like an hour and a half Thai yoga, Thai Vedic massage, which was incredible.
Sounds amazing.
I also did it on a week where I wasn't making a lot of money, Barbara. And that was tricky too, because you'll come up with all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. Well, I didn't make a lot of money this week, so I shouldn't have this day for me. But I was like, no, I'm not buying into that lie either, because I know when I nurture my body, and my body then is full up with these nurturing energies, then I receive more, then more clients show up, or my classes grow, or money shows up in unexpected ways. How many of you are trying to make money linear? Like, I go to work, I work 9 to 5, and this is how I make money. Money isn't linear. Money is energy, and energy is not linear. Your body also is not linear. So choosing these things don't make logical sense, but energetically, it contributes and changes your whole world. Because when you're relaxed, you can receive more. Exactly. When you're stressed, when you're worried, like, do you ever notice when you worry about money, how much more you create a money problem?
Yeah, exactly. You're thinking about it. Yeah. Your thoughts create your reality. Yeah.
Yeah. And What if you actually trusted that your body can actually create with you, and trusted that your body does actually know how to create money and can actually, if you're willing to gift your body and start to allow your body to receive, because this is all about receiving, then how much more can your body receive money? You know, because you're what you're doing is you're adding to your life. You're adding these nurturing energies, and you're actually making you and your body the valuable product, not your job, your bills, your whatever.
Yes. And I like the question, not the question. Yeah, it's a question to always ask what else is possible and what's next. Like when I'm done creating something, what's next? What am I going to create next? And what is this going to create for the world? It's just not only for me. I mean, it starts with me, but also like what is it contributing to Earth and to all of those that live here? You know, I think that's key too when we're creating and choosing to create greater for us first, and then for others as well. I think that usually energetically helps a lot move that flow of energy, because money follows joy. So,
Money follows joy.
yeah.
Money follows joy.
Can you say one more time?
Money follows joy. So that's back to my original example. When you get up and you're feeling good and you're walking through the world, everything's flowing with ease, you're being joyful. And then that invites in more money into your life and invites in more possibilities. Money is a byproduct of what you be and do in the world. If you do what you love, if you have joy with what you love doing, then you invite in more money. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be out in the world, like some of you might love to sing, but you might be terrible singers, So maybe you're not going to be paid to sing, but you can still sing and like be joyful while you're singing. That's inviting money into your life. One of the things I like to do too is like, hey, if you are going to take a day for you, ask to be paid for it. What would it take for me to be paid for being me today? What would it take for me?
That question.
Yeah. What would it take for me to be paid? I ask, what would it take for me to make money while I sleep? What would it take for unexpected revenue streams to show up today? What are all the unexpected ways I can receive money today? Body. If your body's asking for something, right? Say your body is craving a massage, or we have the 3-day body classes coming up. Say your body's like, I want to be at this 3-day body class, right? This is a class for your body, right? The massage is for your body. So would you allow your body to like, okay, body, I get that you want to be here. Can you show me all the ways we can receive the money to be there? Or we can receive being there with total ease. And your body will show you. Your body is a compass. You can start trusting it and following it, and it will show you different ways that you can actually create what your body is actually asking for.
And I think people need to also keep in mind that the moment they doubt, like they ask the question, right? Body, what would it take for us to, make money while we sleep? The moment that you doubt that no money, or like you start questioning that question, that you lost it. That's it. You're really fucked up there. Like you lose the connection and the linking to that question and to that creation. So you gotta be committed and very, very honest with yourself. Very tuned into this energy that you are going to create this because your body is asking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trust, like you say, doubt. Well, doubt washes your knowing out. So it's like, do you actually trust, that your body does actually know?
Mm-hmm.
And that may take some time, like I didn't get there overnight. I took many body classes, body process sessions, got my bars run a lot of times, and but what I did find is that like I did use these tools from the very beginning. And like even like my first bars class, like I don't know, there was something inside me that I always knew that I was here to find body work. Like I found that out when I was 21. I didn't even know what body work was. I just heard it over and over in my head. You're going to teach body work. You're going to find body work, and movement and yoga. And when Access came along, that's when I was like, that's body work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that I knew it was the energy of what I was looking for. I also knew with the Access body work, like it works so fast. Like you get up on a table, somebody works on your body, like someone runs energy on your body, and you get off and you're different. You don't
Totally.
talk about anything. You don't have to figure anything out. You don't have to process anything in your mind. It's like you're different. And that I knew that was possible with bodies. Like I knew that instant change, like instant actualization was possible with bodies. And like there was something inside me just that knew that. And I knew I was here for something different, like that there was a joy of embodiment that I was here for that I may not have accessed ever before. And access body processes was a massive key in me accessing that, as was movement. Um, and the bars. But at the beginning, I didn't know that these tools work. I still had all the crazy shit in my head that I'm broke and I have no money and there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. But the knowing that I was here for something else outweighed all that. And I remember, like, even before my first bars class, just kind of saying to the universe, like, okay, universe, like, I get that I want to be at this class. And it was a bars class and it was probably only €200 at the time. Like if I require to be there, like I require to get conscious. I know I came here for consciousness. Show me the money. Like I have no idea how I'm going to create this money. I'm in college, I'm broke. That was a lot of money to me at the time. And as if by magic, it showed up. I got an award for Student of the Year, and it so happened it was like a €200 gift prize or something like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Actually, it was €150, but the class I think at the time was $225. But I was so like I'd also like, by the way, when you ask for money for consciousness and you're asking for a class or something that's going to make you more conscious, use it for that. I then was like, oh, and I used it like for something else, like an iPod, and then the iPod broke 2 weeks later. So like sometimes as well, like you ask for something and the money doesn't come in one lump sum. Like it might come in bits, like maybe a client pays you extra. Put that away because that's what you asked for, So I'm aware of that too. There's also like, oh, like the universe doesn't drop, like knock on your door going, here you go, Be willing to receive, like when you ask a question and things start shifting and changing, be willing to acknowledge you asked for that. And now it's been created, and it never shows up like you think it will.
Never. And showing gratitude also is key. Being grateful when that, first acknowledging it and then being grateful for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that was like, oh, wow, this actually works. Like ask and you shall receive. And then there was the foundation class, which again was like triple or quadruple the price of the bars class. But now I was like, bars is amazing, changed my world.
Yeah.
Priceless. Like I can't believe I actually had an issue with paying $225 for that class when it was just like changed my whole world. Now I want to do the foundation. But again, I had this demand that I'm having this, and I saw myself there, and whatever it takes, I'm gonna choose it, I'm gonna be it, whatever's required of me. And I was that demand, like whatever was required of me. I was willing to do whatever it takes. Like I went in and cleaned my brother's house, and started cleaning houses, but I had a joy while cleaning the house.
Because you knew your target.
Well, it was just like, this is easy for me and I can make money doing this. Okay, I'll do that. I'm not afraid to like get out in the world and create. And I think this goes back to your earlier question, Barbara, around, like you've got to be willing to also put yourself out there. Like if you're scraping the bottom of the barrel and you've got rent to pay, what can you create? What can you choose? What can you add? You're not powerless. You're actually incredibly powerful. It doesn't mean you have to do something you hate, but you can look at, okay, what can I do? What can I create? What can I add? You can do many things. I didn't just clean houses. I also started teaching bars classes, and I like started doing all sorts of different things because I started looking at what's easy for me that I can also get paid doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, cleaning a house might not be easy for you.
Oh, well, I have money for my rent. I was just asking in general.
Well, no, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, like, for someone else, that might be a horrible thing.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like start looking at like all the ways that you can create money with your body. Oh, dance was another thing. I could get paid to dance. I could facilitate movement classes.
I love that.
Now, that one was tricky for me to receive money for because that was so easy and so fun. I had a point of view. I
That's
could only
usually
receive.
how it goes. Like the things that are easiest for us is the one that we are having a hard time to receive money for it. So strange, but so true. Yeah.
Because
And I
what's
will pay from here. Even my mom will pay for you to dance again. Like if we go to the beach again and start dancing.
well, so what's the point of view there? What's the underlining point of view you have there? All of us, a lot of us have that.
Yeah.
Is that you got to work hard for money. So if your underlining point of view is I got to work hard for money, until you change that point of view, you won't receive money to do something that is so easy and fun for you.
Yep. And everything that brought up, right? Wrong, good, bad, talk online, shares, ways and beyonds.
Yeah, and this is the gift of access consciousness and the bars and the body work is like literally with these classes and these processes, you are melting these points of views out of your body, out of your cellular memory, out of your universe, so you can have a different reality.
Yep.
You can get paid to shake your ass or paint or sing or whatever, play on your computer.
Professional ass shaker.
Yes. That is a profession these days.
Yes, it is.
Working is a worldwide phenomenon now. So, I mean, we're kind of at that time where I feel like we should wrap it up, and I could talk about this all day. And I would love to just like do this kind of like energetic exercise for anyone who's watching. So like take something in your life right now that you'd really like to choose, that would be a gift for your body. It would create greater for you and your body, like you, the being, and your body. It could be like a holiday, like it could be like moving house, having a bigger space or a smaller space, or it could be like choosing a class. Maybe you want to take a 3-day body class, or maybe you want to do foundation or whatever it is. Maybe it's you just want to buy new clothes for your body and you don't have the money right now. So get the energy of something you'd really like to have. Now, ask your body, show me. Show me what we can be. Show me what we can do. Show me what we can choose to have this show up with total ease. Everything doesn't allow it to be total ease, destroying it.
Yes.
Right. And then, okay, get the energy of you choosing this thing, be like whatever it is. Get the energy of you having it, whatever it is, being there, whatever it is, whether it's a new house or being at a class. Get the energy of what it creates for your body and then for your life. Let that fill you up.
It's orgasmic
in your body. Pull that into your universe. And then every point of view, every judgment, every conclusion you have that doesn't allow you to receive that, can we destroy and create it, please?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, on a shirts, boys and yans. And maybe you just want to ask, okay, is there any underlying points of views I have here that doesn't allow me to have this? And you just destroy and uncreate all of them.
Yes, please.
On shirts, boys and yans. Let them go. Dissipate and release all that out of your universe.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of that light or is it heavy?
Now it's lighter.
Yeah. So move away from the heaviness, from all the points of views you have around you can't have this, it's too much, it's too much work, what you have to do to get it, and move towards what's light. Again, get the energy of your body having this thing that you're asking for, being this.
To me, it feels like dancing.
Yeah.
The lightness, yes.
Yeah. Pull it in and already see it as being created. Like you've already chosen it.
Yep.
Now, what's it going to take to actualize this? Body, show me the way. What can I choose? What can I add? Body, show me all the mystical, magical, miraculous ways we can actualize this now with total ease. Whew.
Thank you.
Wow. And everything doesn't know that. Destroy and uncreate it. Let it go out of your universe.
Yes. And I already know we're actualizing the 3-day body class in Orlando, and I'm super stoked. I bought crowns and everything. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
We have a castle. We have a
Yes.
beautiful venue. We have such a nurturing space. And so that's what I did when I looked at these classes at the start when I had no money. I literally had no money. I'm not lying to you. At that time, my dad used to pay for my petrol. That's gas in Ireland. But what I did is like I saw myself at the class. Like I got the energy of what it was going to create for me. And I was like, I'm having that no matter what it takes. So I demand of myself and then request of the universe. And then follow the lightness, what can I do and be today to create this right away? What's light? What can I add to my life? And allow your choices to upgrade your life, because every time you choose greater, your life gets an upgrade. Your relationships get greater. Your everything around you gets greater. Your business, like every time I choose greater, my clients change or my classes grow, like, because the universe is like, oh, you don't want to stay down here anymore. You want to move up here. Okay, I'll support that. And the last thing I'm going to end with is, wouldn't the universe support you in creating greater? Wouldn't the universe want you to nurture your body? Wouldn't the universe want you to have more consciousness with your body? Wouldn't the earth want you to have ease and kindness and joy with your body? So for what reason would you not choose it?
Yes. I can feel it all the way here. Yes. Beautiful.
Allow the universe in. Allow your body to contribute to you. Allow you to create with your body, even if you don't really know in your head how that is. Start to follow the lightness.
Beautiful. Thank you so, so much, Amy.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. Thanks,
Yes.
Christina. She's on here translating in Portuguese.
Yay! Amazing.
We have Portuguese and we do have Spanish translation. So if any of you are interested, we have 3-day body class. I have a foundation actually next weekend, 2 weekends away in Delray Beach. And then we have 3-day body in Miami, 3-day body in Orlando, August the 20th to the 22nd, and 3-day body in Dubai, the start of September.
Yes.
And do you have any bars classes coming up in Orlando soon?
Yes, I have one this Saturday, and I have one on August 10th. Access bars and body processes. I'm doing it every night, every Thursday night. So it's been pretty fun. Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. So check Barbara out too. She's in Orlando if you want to get to a bars class there.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Thank you, Amy, and let's continue shining.
Oh, shine your light.
Yes. All right. Have a great